The Way of the Cross. The fourth station. The Scriptures are sensitive to the special bond between mother and child, forged first in the first 9 months of life, when the mother feels the baby moving around inside her, and she speaks or sings to him and feels, not imagines, the infantile responses. The love of God for his people is even more intense than the love between mother and child at the breast. And those of us in loving families know that this love can and should grow, even when the children leave home. One of the most memorable scenes in the film The Passion of the Christ showed Jesus falling under the weight of the cross. And in a memory from his childhood, Jesus was running, tripped and fell to the ground, and his mother came to his aid, picked him up, and comforted him. On the Via Dolorosa, she runs to him. They exchange words and loving glances, and he goes on his way, obeying his Father's will, as she had done all during her life. The vignette is not in any of the 4 Gospels, but we know that Mary and John followed Jesus and the crowd of onlookers all the way to the cross. Surely the crowd of Passover pilgrims from Galilee had a vested interest in the prophet who had taught them, healed them, forgiven their sins, and given them hope beyond their life of servitude. So Mary and her companions were almost certainly among them, watching, wailing, praying to God that he would be released, or call down legions of avenging angels, or anything rather than die with all their dreams. But it would not be so. Jesus willingly trudges forward, driven by his total commitment to do the Father's will. He suffered, not reluctantly, but looking forward to the fulfillment of the promise made to David ages before, recorded in Psalm 110. The Lord said to my Lord, "Sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool." Jesus was and is the King of the Jews, but not only of the people of Judea. He is the King and Lord of all, and Mary would be with him as his Queen Mother. What does this poignant moment mean to us followers of Christ in our day? Mothers lose their children every day to disease, violence, starvation, war, or natural catastrophes. They cry out to God. The question that has no answer in this life: why my child? When we encounter mothers and fathers also who have experienced that loss and feel that incomparably awful grief, that's not the time for some half-baked theological opinion. God does allow bad things to happen to good people. In that moment, we who follow Jesus need only to stay with the grief-stricken, to feel that pain and do what we can to help. In those times, our listening ears are way more useful than our mouths. Jesus went through excruciating suffering, and his mother was right there with him. Let's pray that we can imitate them both when our time comes to suffer or to suffer with.